Welcome back to my channel in this next video of part 2 of how to deal with in-laws. Let's go. I've been asked to record how to deal with in-laws. I've been asked by a number of people, both gentlemen and ladies. Some call them monsters-in-law, others call them evoked in-laws. The ladies, this problem, complaint, question comes from most of the ladies. Now, how do you deal with your in-laws? How do you deal with your mother-in-law, sister-in-law, their wives' side? Yes. How do you deal with them? You want to please them, but you're also trying to make ends meet for your family. You're trying to build your family, but they constantly ask you for money. They want to get money out of you through your wife. They want you to pay for them school fees, to build for them houses, to buy for them expensive gifts, but you want to take care of your family. Maybe you also don't have, and you fear to say no to your wife's sisters, to your wife's mother, and some call it milking. Some gentlemen told me they are milking me. The best way to deal with them is to talk to your wife. Talk to your wife and tell them your financial situation. Discuss it with your wife. Opt for dialogue. Dialogue is very important. If you discuss it with your wife, you tell them what to expect. You tell them that whenever you get money, you will be able to give it to them. That is what you have to do. You act in your means. Don't get into trouble. Don't get into loans. Don't reach at the extent of borrowing because you want to please your wife's family. And also, as ladies, let us understand, it's not that every time your sister wants something, you go to your husband. Every time your mother wants something, you go to your husband. Let's also understand that these men are trying. If you know your husband doesn't have that much, or even if they have, talk to them, ask them nicely. Don't make it a force that they have to do everything. You're breaking them. Let's appreciate our husbands, our men, for the effort they put. Let's not call their effort small. What they do is big. What they do is really, really big. And some ladies even reach at the extent of getting so annoyed, so angry, acting up, just because the husband said they don't have enough money to give your wife, to give your family gifts. Don't do that. You are breaking him. Let's appreciate what he gives us. First of all, we have to know, before we even say anything, we have to know that we are all in-laws somewhere or somehow. While you are blaming your in-laws, you are also an in-law. How are you? What do your in-laws say about you? Are you genuine? Remember, most ladies today have been raised to think that in-laws are bad. Since you are young, you've grown up seeing your mother fighting with her in-laws, your friends, your sisters. When you're in salons, what do you talk about? How in-laws are bad. Some even say, I wish to get married to a man who doesn't have a mother. Your brain has been formed, groomed, that in-laws are bad. So before you even start interacting with them, you know they are bad. When they say something, it is negative. You always change it, channel it. Even if they tell you you're beautiful, you channel it to mean like something like, why did she say I'm beautiful? Everything they say, your brain is already negative. Your brain is already twisted to think that your in-laws are bad. So you create your reality yourself. Someone sends you a plain message and you're like, why is she saying this? Why is she calling me? Why is she calling me this? Why did she say this? If someone blames you maybe for something, maybe they are giving you feedback. Feedback doesn't have to be positive all the time. If someone tells you maybe you did this wrong, don't take it the wrong way. Take it the same way you would take it when it's your mother who has told you, or your sister. You create your reality yourself. You hate when nobody's hating you. You are always angry with them over nothing. Don't get offended when maybe your husband mingles with their family or your wife mingles with their family. Don't be offended. You know why? That's his family. It's a bond. Once you break it, there is something you've broken in your marriage. Let me tell you something. Do you know that those people you don't love, that mother-in-law you hate, that sister-in-law you hate so much is an auntie to your children? Have you thought about that? Do you know that sister-in-law's children are relatives to your children? Have you thought about what is going to happen years from today when you've already broken that bond? Have you thought about it? Stop feeling offended when your husband is talking to their mother, or is helping the mother, or is helping their family. Or some ladies are very selfish. You want everything to be done for your family. You don't want your husband to help his family, to support in any way. Is it financial? Is it psychological? You even reach at the extent of calling them lovers. You tell them, hey, I think you're sleeping with your sister. Why are you always talking to your sister? I think you're sleeping with... Look, these people grew up together. They are friends. The best you can do is to befriend that sister or to befriend that brother. By so doing it, you'll become part of that friendship. You'll become part of that clique. Your child grows up looking at you hating her aunties or his aunties. When you see your in-law, maybe your husband's sister, you're like, what does she want? What does this idiot want? When your daughter or your son goes to visit their aunties, you ask them, what did they tell you? Those people are bad. Be careful with them. You are teaching this baby to hate those people. And once you break that bond, you are not a builder of a family. You don't even deserve to be called wife. You are a breaker. That means the family has been broken at that point. Because a wife who comes to a family has to bring continuity, has to plant a seed of love, has to plant a seed of continuity. Kids right now reach in adulthood when they don't have anyone to talk to. Maybe you're even dead. But you created enmity between your children and the children of their aunt. They don't have anyone to talk to. They don't have anyone to go to. They are just in the air. No social bond at all. You have to remember that as a wife, you are supposed to build a home. Build a family. Don't break it. You sit back and wait for your children to grow up. You don't want them to visit their aunties or their uncles or their grandparents because you think you are high, you are better than everyone. You're not. You are so selfish. You're not thinking about the future and the family bond of this man. You are not a builder. You are not a developer. You are a breaker and a ruiner. It's the law of attraction. Like I told you, the moment it clicks in your brain that they don't like me, you will start to do things that show that they don't like you. And the moment they click, they'll think you're the one who doesn't like them. They'll think you are the problem. You start blocking them. You start talking bad about them. Your husband tells them how bad you think they are, how ugly you think they are. What is going to happen? Nature will start reacting to give you exactly what you are asking for. Work on yourself. Some women are very jealous. Maybe your husband has given you maybe money to go and shop for their family something. Then you make sure you buy the ugliest, you buy the cheapest, because to you they are not supposed to have anything nice, because to you they are spoiling your husband's money. And when they give you feedback, this thing that you bought is bad, it is a tug of war. You want to go and tell your husband, you go and tell your husband, they are so bad, they did this, they don't appreciate. How come they appreciate other things? How come you can choose for yourself something nice? Why not for them something nice? Your husband tells you, take this money, you go and shop for my mother, buy for my mother something. And because you feel, how come he's giving me money to buy for the mother very nice things, I want it for myself. Then you buy the cheapest, ugliest, low quality product or gift for the mother. And you don't want to be given feedback. You expect that every time they give you feedback, it's evil. Maybe they don't even know that you intended it. Maybe they think that you made a poor choice without knowing it, and then they give you feedback. How do you react? Why is it that for you, you want everyone to tell you only the positive things? You don't want people who tell you the truth. If you did something bad, it is bad. That's how you be positive. Take it that someone said I did something bad. This one said I did something bad. Maybe it's bad. Let me change next time. Not every feedback is intended to break you. Some feedback is intended to make you better. Stop being selfish. Stop being bad-hearted. You remember you came in this family to give love, not hate. These things are worldly. They are just things for the world. They are material things. You are always getting things and favors from your husband. For once, if he has just told you, shop this for my mother, shop this for my sister, for once, just do it. That is very little money compared to whatever you're always getting. So if they say you are a bad woman, do you see that they have reasons to say that? And moreover, if they give you feedback that what you did is bad, and instead of taking it positively, you take it negatively, I think they have a reason why they don't like you. Check yourself. Even if you pretend to your husband that you're nice, you're good, you're well, it will always show that you are evil. Sometimes you will forget and you say how evil you are. This man is recording. This man knows that you don't love his family, and it hurts them. And because of that, it will later lead to a breakdown in your home. And then you will blame your in-laws that they tore my home apart, they broke my home, they did ABCD. Yet it is you. You are the monster yourself. Your in-laws have nothing to do with it. Some of you are the monsters and you don't even know that you are. You blame your in-laws for nothing. You blame your husband's sisters and your husband's mothers and your husband's brothers for nothing. You are the monsters yourself. And you know it. You even brag about it. Sometimes you ladies who have gotten married in these families, you are the evil one, because your brain has been constructed to believe that in-laws are evil, in-laws are bad. No matter what they do for you, You will always think that it is negative, you're negative, you are bad, you hate on them for no good reason. When everything they say, even if they are making conversation, you will always turn it to mean that they meant something bad for you. You abuse them, you hate them, and you go ahead to pretend with your husbands, to pretend that I love your sisters, I'm good, I'm well, I don't do anything bad to them. But you are lying. Once you hate, your hate doesn't go away. Your hate is sin. Because sometimes these husbands of yours are busy working. They come home late. They don't even know how evil you are. The few minutes you're with them, you try to show them that you are an angel. They don't know how evil you are, but later time will tell how evil you are. It's not too late to make your relationship better. It's not too late to regain your title as a good wife and a good woman. Because we all know, yes, some in-laws are bad, but we make them bad. Yes, majority of us, of the ladies, make your in-laws bad because that's what you attract. That's the law of attraction. That's what you are. That's what you want to see. You don't even know that that's what you want to see, but that's how your brain is constructed. You want to see evil. Your brain has been taught to know evil. You are negative. You are not a friendly person. That is why your children will go in their marriages and do the same thing you're doing to this marriage, you're doing to this man. That's why your children will fail in their marriage. Later, maybe you will become born again, or you will change. But remember, you've already sown that seed in your child. This child you will change, but you will leave a trail. Your children have already inherited your manners. They are going to reproduce exactly that in their marriages. So it's your duty. Start now. It's not too late to change. You know, you become what you feed your mind with. When you are with a man who is a destroyer, or a woman who is a destroyer as opposed to a builder, they will always tactfully feed your mind with evil. When you're sleeping, they tell you, you see, your sister is bad, your father is bad, your father does this, your wife does this, your mother does this. Like, they always feed you with evil about somebody. It makes you even forget that, wait a minute, I know this person, I grew up with this person is not as evil as this one is making me believe. You forget it because you become what you feed your mind with. Now, if you're a woman, what are you feeding your man? Are you making this man believe that his whole family is all bad and evil? If you're a man, what are you feeding your wife with? Are you making your wife believe that their family is evil and all bad? Check yourself. You could find that you are the evil, you are the monster, and not your in-laws. Trust me, if you are not a good woman, if you are not a good wife, you have to pay. Your children have to pay. There is no shortcut about it. You deep down in your heart, you know how evil you are. You know it. It's there in your heart. You have to pay for it. So it doesn't. Remember, you came in this family to love. Do what you came to do. If you are a man, you came in this family to love someone's daughter, not to beat up on her, not to cheat on her, not to damage her. You came to build her. You know how evil you are. Change. Change. If you are the evil in-law, change. Stop it. You're hurting someone's daughter, you're hurting someone's son. Start working on yourself. The moment you feel like these people don't like me, why don't they like me? You have to remember that your role is to bring love to his family, not hate, not disagreements, not disorganization. I'm always telling you, there are people who are builders and breakers. What are you? Are you a builder? Have you come to build this relationship? Have you come to build this family or to tear it down? Do you pride yourself in breaking a family? Are you proud that your husband doesn't talk to her sisters anymore or to her mother anymore? Because when God was making a woman, he made you to be productive, a builder, to produce, to build, to make, to nurture. So, is it what you're doing? Are you destroying instead of building? Are you rebuilding? Are you scattering instead of bringing together? What are you? You are the woman. What are you? Because you know what you are. That is why when you go to these churches where people repent their sins, these people know exactly how evil they are, and they repent. They say, God, I'm evil, I'm doing ABC. You know in your heart that you are evil. You might want to tell this man how nice you are. You pretend to him, you cover up yourself, but you know good attracts good and bad attracts bad. There is no way you will keep complaining about people don't liking you for no reason. Check yourself. The moment people start to alienate themselves from you, ask yourself why. Even when someone tries to come and be with you, you give back hate, you give back bad talk. Someone calls you, you talk bad about the call. Maybe your in-laws call you. What does she want? What do they want? Why don't they leave me alone? Why don't they you are a hateful, bad, evil person, and you want to always have a pity party about how bad your in-laws are? Seriously, check yourself, woman, because it's going to affect your children, it's going to affect your marriage, and your marriage is ending there. Your marriage won't be even talked about in history. You will be nothing. You will die nothing. You're not building a trend for your children to follow. You're teaching your children hate. You reproduce exactly who you are. Stop thinking that they don't like you. Think positive. If you feel like maybe someone doesn't like me, maybe my sister-in-law doesn't like me, or my brother-in-law doesn't like me, pick their phone, call them. That's if you are positive. Call them and you're like, you know what? I want to talk to you. Visit them. Ask them, I feel like you don't like me. Why don't you like me? Opt for dialogue. This person will tell you outrightly, I don't like you because of ABC. Maybe they misunderstood you for something. Then you will talk through it, because who doesn't want to have a peaceful marriage? Nobody. Opt for dialogue. Some of you don't talk about these things. You leave them, you leave them untalked about. But trust me, later you will regret it. Maybe you'll be dying. Maybe you will regret why you didn't mend that relationship. When you join a family, whether you're a man or a woman, you are supposed to build that family, not to break it apart. So, some ladies are too jealous. Not even ladies only, even gentlemen. You are too jealous. You are too jealous that you don't like anyone who likes your husband or your wife, even if it's their family, even if it's your husband's sister or your husband's brother. The moment they love him so much, in your brain it is telling you they love him so much, they share a lot of secrets that I don't share. So you start to get jealous about a brother sister relationship. You feel so jealous that you're even willing to do something, that you even use witchcraft to break that bondage, to break that relationship. It is going to later cost you. Like I told you, some of you are builders, some are destroyers. So choose who you are, choose where you fall. Gentlemen, do you think your wife's family doesn't like you? Check yourself too. Are you the lazy type who is always milking your wife's side for money? When the children are sick, it's your wife to go to their family. When you want money for house rent, all the time you don't have money, you're lazy, you don't want to work. Are you the type who is always cheating on your wife, and your wife has nowhere to run to but to go and talk to their brother, to their family? So they know you are a cheater, they know you are a problematic man, they know you beat their sister, you beat their daughter. Check yourself. If you know your wife's family doesn't like you, check yourself before you even blame them for not liking you. Ask yourself, why aren't they liking you? Some of you think they don't like you because you're poor, you don't have money. No, you check yourself first before you think that they don't like you because of ABCD. Some of you, your relatives don't even step where you stay. They fear because of your monster wife. They fear what that monster wife is going to do to them, what she's planning. But you are too blind to see it because you can't be a man enough to know that this thing is affecting your family. You are the man. Be one. And learn to apologize. If you know you did something, don't try so hard to avoid the truth, to make it look like you didn't do anything. When you hurt somebody, they know that you hurt them. When you've done something to someone, whether you are the sister-in-law or the mother-in-law, apologize. Because let me tell you, even if you try to convince your husband or your wife that you're innocent, deep down in your heart, you know how evil you are. You know that you're the bad one. Apologize. It doesn't cost you anything to be nice. You don't lose anything. You actually get peace. Learn to apologize. And when maybe your sister-in-law or your mother-in-law or your brother-in-law comes and apologizes to you, forgive. Start a new life. Learn to be positive. Learn to know that this time I've overstepped, I'm wrong, I'm this, I'm that. Do the right thing. It's never too late to do the right thing. It's never too late to be a good person. You don't lose anything by being nice. If you know that you're in the wrong, apologize. It doesn't cost anything to be nice, to say thank you, to say sorry, to appreciate, to change. It just sets you free, and it's a new beginning to your marriage and to your family. And once you do that, you will see how your marriage changes for the better. Some even you don't want your children to go visiting their uncles or their relatives in the village or their aunties because you think they are bad, or because you want your children to think they are bad. Let me tell you, woman, those people are those children's blood. They are real real blood, and they will need them in future. So what you're sowing is a seed that is going to germinate and grow, and you're going to pay. You're going to reap what you sow. You're going to reap what you sow, my dear. Your children will grow up thinking their relatives are bad, yet you are the one who caused it. You are the one who planted that seed. That is why the marriage institution is dying, because it's just people who are there to reproduce. The children grow up, I don't talk to the other auntie, I don't know where the other uncle is. Because you, the woman, the monster woman who entered in this family, pretending to be an angel, broke the system apart from there. And your man wasn't wise enough to be a man enough to mend that relationship before it is too late. So even if you make a lot of money, even if you build houses, and time is going to come and you realize that money is not everything. You will realize that money hasn't brought about family. Your kids are just there in the air. They are just there. Maybe you're even dead. Maybe your woman is dead. The evil woman is dead. You're also of age. You ruined your relationship a long time ago because you couldn't stand up as a man to stand to your wife and say, hey, you have to respect my family. You have to respect my sisters. You have to bond with my sisters. You stand on your feet as a man and declare, this has to happen. This weekend, we are going to visit my sister. This weekend, we are going to visit my brother. This next week, we are doing this. The other weekend, we are inviting my sisters here. We are inviting my mothers here. What you have to know is that when you get married in a family, you've become part of their family. They've become your in-laws. They've become your relatives. You came in this family because of love. The love which is between you and this gentleman, between you and this woman. So, love has to prevail. You didn't come because of hate. You came because of love. Keep the love burning. Whether they hate you or not, don't pay with hate. Pay with love. I hear people who say, I ignore them, I don't greet them, I block them, I do ABCD. You are not paying love for love. Let me tell you, nobody resists love. Even the worst person will always succumb to the weight of love. If you love them, time will reach and they will be in, this person will be in their bedroom or in one corner and will be like, but I'm very bad to this person. How come this person is not bad to me? This person only gives me love. This person loves my brother. This person loves my sisters. This person loves my mom. Why am I being evil? We know about the law of attraction. Because you think your in-laws are evil, because you call them monsters, because you think your in-laws are bad, that is what you attract. Even if it's not what they mean. Because it's what is in your head, that's what you will attract. So, how do you then deal with evil in-laws? Now, I want us to know that some families are very sensitive and very delicate. These people, your in-laws, whom you don't like so much, grew up with your husband. They maybe nurtured him, they grew up together, they played together. So whatever happens, you will never break that bond. You might break it now, but it will rekindle later. What do I mean? Mind your words. Even if you ever see them fighting, breaking their bones and legs and whatever, blood will always be thicker. Blood will always bring them together. I've heard very many ladies saying, My husband tells me everything. Wherever he goes there and they talk about me, he tells me everything. Now, let me tell you this. The same way he tells you everything is the same way he tells them everything. Your husband loves you. Remember, he loves them. 2, he grew up with them. He's free. He's more free to share anything with them than with you. Remember, because he grew up with them. For example, your husband can't come and tell you that, you know what, I cheated yesterday. But he can tell his sister. He can tell his brother. He can even tell his mother that, you know what, mom, I got a kid out of wedlock. I got a kid with some other lady. But he won't come and tell you that. You get it? So, mind your words. If you're there with your man and you're like, your sister is stupid, your mother is evil, I wish your mother dies, trust me, one day, that very man is going to sit with that very person and is going to tell them that very statement. And is going to tell them, you're the one who said it. Maybe it will be a misunderstanding, or it will be just chatting. You're not even in a fight. And he will say it. So they will always look at you like this person who calls them that chi woman, that chi guy. You will always be asking yourself, I've never done anything to them. Because you think that you are with your friend in secret, talking evil about them, and they don't know. Trust me, they know each and everything. The same way you think he tells you everything is the same way he tells everything to them. So mind your word. Subscribe to my channel. Click this subscribe button now and the bell next to it, the bell icon, for notifications every time I post a video. Don't forget to leave me a comment in the comment section of the different ideas you would want me to record about, or even what you've learned from this video. Thank you so much. Let's go. Another thing is respect. And this goes both ways. Respect your in-laws. Don't overstep. When you feel there is something you need to talk about, call them. Tell your mother-in-law, I need to talk to you. Or when your mother-in-law tells you something and you feel maybe it's wrong, or when they treat you bad or something, don't like fist fight or act abusive. No, respect is very paramount. Don't go to your sister-in-law because she's your brother's wife. You start removing her clothes, going to her bedroom. As wife, you start removing her clothes, going to her bedroom, just removing her stuff, spoiling her things. Don't do that. Respect is paramount. And this goes both ways. You have to respect your brother's wife, your sister's husband. You have to, and also you, the wife, you have to respect your husband's family. Respect goes both ways. Don't talk bad about them. Don't. Why are you calling them names? I've seen families where everyone who comes in the family is a bad person. They have sisters and brothers, but the husbands of their sisters are bad. They are lazy. Is everyone bad? What's wrong with you? You also have to pray. Pray for your marriage. Pray for your husband. Pray for your relationship. If you feel your sisters-in-law or your brothers-in-law hate you, pray for them. Love them. Respect them. Love your husband. Very important. Does the mother like you? Do the sisters of your husband like you? Love your husband. Some gentlemen complain about the sisters-in-law and the brothers-in-law who act like, I own my sister. Who are you? Who do you think you are? It's very bad. If you know that your sister has got married, gentlemen, if you know that your sister has got married or your daughter has got married, respect that gentleman, respect that guy. If there is anything, maybe your sister has come and told, or your sister or your daughter has come and told you there is a problem in my family, ABCD, understand. You can call the guy and talk to them, opt for dialogue. Don't be harsh. Respect the husband of your sister or your daughter. Give them respect. Don't just bulge into their house. Don't give orders. Don't take out your sister or your daughter whenever you want. Don't ask for favors. Remember, this is a man like you. He needs respect. Respect him so that he loves your daughter better or he loves your sister better. If there is anything, always opt for dialogue. Talk to him man to man. Understand each other. So feel free to talk to me. If you want ideas on how to bond with your in-laws, you can leave a comment in the comment section. Then we shall make contact and we talk. I will help you to know how you can bond again with your in-laws. You bond again with your sister-in-law, your brother-in-law, your mother-in-law, your daughter-in-law, your son-in-law. Yes, don't get afraid. Subscribe to my channel. Click this subscribe button now and the bell next to it, the bell icon, for notifications every time I post a video. Don't forget to leave me a comment in the comment section of the different ideas you would want me to record about, or even what you've learned from this video.